All right. So this is the first time I've done anything like this. I'm going to be reacting to the Transformers: Rise of the Beast trailer because apparently this movie actually exists. After like something like 2-3 years of virtually radio silence, we finally got a teaser trailer of it. So we're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna react to it. We're gonna see if this video is worth it. Because I've never done this before, so we're gonna find out together as a family. Alright, we're looking good up. Okay, cool, we're looking good up here. I gotta, well, see what happens if I do full screen. Okay, don't lose too much of it. Just a little corner. Okay, cool, we'll just do this. Alright, I'm gonna unmute the desktop audio, see if that's... Alright. Sick, we're gonna turn that down just a little bit, because that's very loud. Alright, so, the first trailer. The first trailer for Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I am very excited. I hope this movie's good. I need I need this movie to be good. I don't think the Transformers movies can take another hit. Bumblebee was a good sign. I don't think they could take another hit. All right.
It was all a dream.
All right. I get it.
Stand down! I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
Ron Perlman sounds good.
It was all a dream. Pull over! I'm not driving! And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the trick, same number, same hood. It's all good.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future,
It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
She looks so good. It looks like we got another good one. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on. I can't get over. I cannot get over. Where's... Hang on, let me... I cannot get over how good she looks here. Like, that is insanely good. They put in work on RC, and she doesn't have a massive backpack anymore. So, like, that's nice. I hate when they give RC the backpack. I don't like it. Well, let's friggin' oh, oops. Let's see if we can get a good shot of Primals. Can't really get a clear shot of it. I'm assuming renders will come out. But I'm liking it. It is missing some of the color of like all the blues and the reds and stuff. But I'm liking it. I'm liking these designs so far. Also, Rhinox. Are they just giving all of the Maximals the ability to breathe fire? Because it definitely looked like that's what he was doing. Also, this look at it looks so cool. Like RC looks so cool in this movie. But I'm pretty sure this is Ironhide, and I kind of wish we got a full, which we still got months before the movie comes out, so I'm sure we'll get a good look at him at some point. But I want to know what Ironhide fully looks like, because Ironhide, even though he's one of the most popular characters, I feel like he still doesn't get the respect he deserves. So I am very curious to see how they got him. Where is he? He's over there somewhere. I got the Bumblebee Ironhide earlier this year, like a few months ago, and he looks real nice. And so I love this. We gonna play? Oh,
And if you don't know, now you know.
I love this. Mirage just fully getting rid of the "we need to stay secret" thing. Just throwing that out the window altogether. I will say, though, it still confuses me that this is Mirage and not Jazz. I don't know why. I think it was Jazz that was the original. The paint job puts me in the mind of Jazz. It puts me in the mind of Jazz, and it confused me at first because I was like, "Oh, Jazz looks really cool," and then I remembered that it's Mirage because which I love. I love that they're actually bringing in the abilities that some of these guys have, like some of these characters have, like Mirage. His name is Mirage for a reason. Like he can like make holograms, mirages. Oh. But this is so, I love this. And it looks,
Love is the Brooklyn way.
also, I don't know how the Maximals have stayed hidden for so long, gonna be honest, because that is not the size of a normal cheetah. But he looks sick. I think this is our first, like, we've gotten unofficial looks at everyone, but I think this is our clearest shot of Cheetor. I don't even know if we've had a leaked look at Cheetor. Not that I've seen, but I love that.
And if you don't know,
And Airazor, again, are they just giving the Maximals the ability to breathe fire? I'm not against it. That's sick, but
now you know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would.
also, she looks so... Okay, I'm done
Call
talking
the
about
clip, say number, say good. It's all good.
Look, if you give RC a cool design, I'm gonna freak out about it, because she deserves better treatment than she's gotten. Especially since last time we saw her in a longer than like 10-second cameo was in what, Revenge of the Fallen? She looked like that. I'm not a big fan of those designs.
All the threats from both your
Also, who did he just stab? Wait, did he stab Bumblebee? You know, there was a rumor that Bumblebee might be dying. Personally, I don't think they'll go through with it, considering he's the mascot of the franchise. But... And Transformers have survived worse, but still... Also, I think this is our first look at Scourge, or Scourge, however you say that. I think this is our first look at him, and good lord, good lord, he looks good. What are my settings at? This looks very blurry. Okay, but this looks
from both your
yeah,
past
stab Bumblebee. All right. So I think this is Ironhide. Mirage, RC, Prime.
And future.
I know we've seen Prime's design multiple times at this point, but
You've never faced
so
anything
good.
like this. Let them come.
Also, trap. I'm very bad at pausing this at the right time. When did they add this? Ah, I missed it. Dang, I'm so bad at this. Alright, whatever. Let's go. Let's go. Play, thank you. Ron Perlman's voice is so good here. Is so good in this trailer. I was kind of iffy because, like, on Ron Perlman being cast as Primal, because he played either Prime or Primal in one of the Rooster Teeth shows. And those were the Rooster Teeth shows. So I was kind of iffy about it. Even though I know Ron Perlman is better.
Stand up.
I love this look for Primal. I know I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm assuming there's going to be people taking issue with the fact that he looks more robotic than organic when he's in, like, when all the Beast Wars characters are in their, like, animal modes and their beast modes. But honestly, I like it. I like how this works. Because it looks cool. I don't really have another reason. It just looks cool.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
Like, look at him. The designs in this movie are so good. They're so good.
There is a darkness coming.
I do like... First of all, I love that they're keeping the trope of the mechanic finds a car with this weird-looking symbol, and then he just gets thrown into a war. But I love that that's their answer to how do we get humans in this thing. They find a car, and it just happens to be an Autobot. But I also love that Mirage is featured so heavily in this trailer, and we still don't know what he fully looks like, because this is the final shot. And before we get a full look, cuts. But this looks so good. I was so nervous going into this. Because... Where's... And we got everyone's favorite. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves the bee. He looks like movie Bumblebee. Like he looks good. He looks really good. I've noticed my issue with the movie designs, like the Bay movie designs, is there's way too many exposed mechanics. Like there's way too many, and you could see all of the like wires and like the hydraulics and everything. And it looks... It looks weird. I don't know another word to explain that. It looks really weird. I love what they're doing here, where they're kind of mixing the two. Like the enclosed, like you can't see all of the mechanics. but you can still see some. Like, I like what they're doing. They're making it realistic enough. And also, this is a really nice car.
It was all a dream.
I am kind of disappointed with this trailer, which again, I know movie doesn't come out until like June. So we've got more than enough time. Marketing has officially kicked off. We got more than enough time to see like everyone, full renders. I wanted to see Nightbird. I love Nightbird. Nightbird is so underutilized, and I love that she's being used in this movie. I just wanted a clear shot of her. I don't know if there's a shot of her in here.
And if you don't know, now you know.
I would assume. Also, first of all, if I'm a cop and I'm on this chase and I see a car do that, I'm easing on the brake and I'm going home. I'm done. I'm off the force. I'm quitting. Not dealing with that. That is not. No, that's not happening. I do love shots like that in these movies because you know the cop's gonna say something like, "What was that?" or something like that. He's just gonna be like, and then for some reason he's gonna keep going. I don't know if it's like morbid curiosity or dedication to the job, but he's gonna keep chasing Anthony Ramos down, like in Bumblebee during the car chase, and Bumblebee just flat out flips over the cop and keeps driving and pulls his arms back in or something. I just watched the movie like 3 days ago and I already forgot exactly how he does it. But that scene. Why is the phone ringing? Scam calls. Alright, anyway. Let's see. I did not see Nightbird. Like, why was that guy still chasing?
Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
If you're chasing one specific car on a full road, and then all of a sudden there are 5 identical cars all next to each other, give up. Just give up.
And if you don't know, now you know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the quick, same number, same
Not gonna say anything.
It's all good.
I've said enough.
Of all the threats,
Yeah, no, he
from
stabbed
both your
Bumblebee.
past
Yeah,
and future,
yeah. It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Okay, we saw a glimpse of Nightbird right there. I'm assuming that was Nightbird. Right there. This right here is probably Nightbird. Right next to Battletrap. I hope we get full renders because this is real blurry. I hope we get full renders to look at because this is getting real blurry. Oh, we got a poster. I'll put it in the edit. I love it. Genuinely feels like again, not
And if you
midnight.
don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
Love RC. Also, that was just smooth. I just love that. It genuinely feels like we're finally getting people behind these movies that actually care about these movies. Like, actually care about this franchise. And I don't want to hate on the Bay movies all that much because they kicked it all off. Like, they started all of this. And there's some of them that I do genuinely enjoy. Not necessarily because they're great, but Dark of the Moon is a fun time. Like, it just is. Are they accurate to really any character that they put in the movie? No. They're not. They're essentially Michael Bay is to Transformers as Zack Snyder is to Superman, where he knows the name, he knows the basic personality trait, and then says, "Yeah, I can do it." Like that is essentially what it is. There's some people love him, some people hate him. There's moments I like, but with Travis Knight and Bumblebee, we got a movie that was essentially a love letter to like 80s movies and Transformers in general. Like that opening Cybertron scene is one of my favorite blockbuster movie scenes, just in general. And I really hope that animated movie that they're talking about is that. I really hope it is. And this movie, Stephen Caple Jr. in it, and Anthony Ramos, I believe, has said that he grew up with Transformers, which, I mean, you know, marketing. Michael Bay also said he grew up with Transformers. M. Night Shyamalan said he loved the Avatar series. My man, that man has never seen an episode of Avatar in his life. But it does genuinely feel like we're getting people attached to these movies that actually enjoy the franchise. And my favorite, outside of Travis Knight, because Travis Knight, like, knew these characters. Like, he knew who these people were. Like, Travis Knight, I firmly believed, was a big fan from childhood. I do genuinely believe that. And another one is John Cena. One, because he's a child. John Cena is a child. But watching him with the amount of sincerity he plays those serious scenes in Bumblebee, you could tell he's like, I'm gonna do these characters right. But I kind of hope, part of me hopes he shows up in Rise of the Beasts, and I want him to meet Optimus Prime. I want John Cena's character to meet Optimus Prime so bad. I would love that, and I kind of hope they like work Sector 7, like rework it into like EDF or like Nest or something. I kind of hope they pull away from the Sector 7 stuff, and I hope they like work it into more modern Transformer canon, because I don't remember Sector 7 being anything outside of the movies. Not entirely sure, but I really hope they turn it into like the EDF or Nest, like just straight up call it Nest. But I think, again, going off of just what's in the trailer, I think this is really safe to say that it is a new continuity, like a brand new continuity, because it doesn't feel like the other movies, which is good. That is a good thing. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this movie. I was already excited for it. Don't get me wrong. But it's real. It is a real movie. Hopefully the delays are finally over. The reshoots are ending soon. It's real. I was kind of hoping to hear Pete Davidson, like his Mirage. Gosh, 15th anniversary. I am 26 years. Good lord. Anyway, anyway, I was kind of hoping, because I'm assuming we all know what Air is going to sound like. It's going to sound like Michelle Yeoh. She's going to be the best part of the movie. Like, we know this already. I'm curious as to what Pete Davidson's Mirage is going to sound like. That's what I'm assuming he's not going to put on a voice. I'm assuming it's going to be Pete Davidson. But I'm very curious as to how he's going to sound. I'm curious now what the replies are saying. His Bayverse trilogy face. People that like respond to, which I don't have an issue with this. Looks worse than the 2007 movie. What are you talking about? He looks great. Like it all looks great. Be quiet. It all looks great. But like this, I love this. Love it. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of overlooking this. It looks more like the IDW comics than he does G1. Like he definitely has the G1 look, like obviously. But these like little, I don't even know what those are. They go over the windows. That is from the IDW comics. I'll put a comparison in later. I don't know if they pulled from that, but I noticed it whenever his design leaked. And like we got a clear look at it. And part of me wants to say they pulled from it. But no, it looks really good. I want HD renders of these guys because this is the best we're getting at the moment. But they look so good. The designs look so good. I love this. I love that people are fighting and just being like, no, Bay is still involved. Bay's a producer. What producers do, especially when there's a group of them, is nothing. Especially when they're like Michael Bay. I guarantee Michael Bay stayed on as producer because he was also producer for Bumblebee. He stayed on as producer so that he could get money from the franchise. That, credit where credit is due, he blew up into what it is. Like movie-wise. So that is probably why he's producer. If he did not think he would get money out of it, he would not have left his name on it. He would have left, like, entirely. But this, I'm so excited for this, like, dynamic right here. I hope this is a main dynamic in the movie. Because Cheetor and Bumblebee, that is such a cool pairing of characters. I hope and pray this is a thing. Like, this is an actual thing. I'm not talking about shipping. I personally could not care less about shipping. I mean, specifically, like, these two working together would be so sick. And I doubt it's going to happen because it's kind of a staple at this point. But I really hope Bumblebee gets his voice back. Because, personally, I've been listening to him talk through the radio for 15 years, apparently. And I'm over it, personally. I would like to hear him say words again with his own speaking voice. And also bring Dylan O'Brien back. I would appreciate that. He was very good in Bumblebee. It's looking like pretty much everyone is on board. The last couple of bad movies. What are you talking about? Yeah, last night was not good. But Bumblebee was great. I swear so many people just ignored Bumblebee. I swear they did. Because there's so many people just like, nah, the last 5 movies were garbage. Yeah, but what about the 6th one? What about Bumblebee? What about the reboot? That one was there and it was good. Do you like the Iron Giant? Boom. There you go. You already like Bumblebee. And also, this movie does look good. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited. I am fully prepared to watch this movie. Obviously. But I am worried that we will get Unicron. I don't want Unicron this soon. If this is a brand new continuity. This is a brand new continuity. We don't need Unicron yet. But from where he says that what RC design is my favorite one so far. But where he says what he says about from both your past and your future.
Blowing up like you thought I would. Call a quick, same number, same good. It's all good.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future,
It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this.
I'm worried that he's alluding to Unicron. I'm very worried that he's alluding to Unicron because the whole, like, it's a major threat kind of thing. I feel like, I don't want this to happen, but if it does, I trust these upcoming teams. I don't know if it's going to be the same team all the way through. Probably not. Also, this shot is sick. My ADD is working overtime today, but the shot is sick. I love this. So how can you say this is bad? Whatever. I'm assuming it'll be a different team each time. Maybe the same writers, but I'm assuming it'll be a different team each time. And I'm sure they'll handle Unicron well. I just think it's way too early, considering we haven't seen Megatron yet in this. I mean, we may see Megatron in this one, but he doesn't seem to be the threat. It seems... Which they could just be building it up. They could just be building it up to seem like Unicron, and then bait and switch with Megatron, which I'd be fine with. I don't know that I'd be, like, that'd be my favorite course of action, but, because why would Primal build up Megatron when Optimus has already been fighting Megatron for millions of years at this point? But I'm thinking they could pull a Marvel and bait and switch with Megatron at the end. But I don't see why they would do that. I don't want Unicron before Megatron. Like, that's my main thing. But it seems like they're building up the Scourge, Nightbird, and Battletrap. I was really hoping we could see some of the, like, clearer images of some of the bot modes, like Air Razor, Cheetor, Rhinox. But I'm not against... Because it is just a teaser trailer. So I'm not upset. I just am greedy. And I want to see them. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I want to watch this one more time and see if there's anything else I need to mention or want to mention. If not, I'm going to stop recording and edit.
It was all a dream.
I do... Okay, hang on. Like, the little bit of a...
It was all a...
I'm so bad at this.
It was all...
Here we go. A little bit of... Like, this is the best look we've got of Mirage. Like, so far. And honestly, I'm down with this. I love this look. It does have the exposed mechanics problem that I am not a fan of. But he's distinct. And that's a big win for these movies. I think that was a big problem with the... A big problem I had with the exposed mechanics design. Because you couldn't really tell who was who at the time. Especially on the Decepticons. So I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I wonder if they got Rob.
Stand down! I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
I just want to know why he randomly jumped in a car in a parking garage. Personally, okay, this is just a personal thing. I think it'd be cool if instead of a mechanic for one movie, they just had a carjacker. Like, it makes sense just hopping in a random car and going. Like, it'd make a lot more sense than a mechanic. I mean, not a lot more sense, but it would make sense. Like, I personally, if I was to write a movie and they're like, hey, it's set on Earth, you gotta put humans in, I'd just be like, okay. And I'd make the main character a carjacker. Like, I'd make him a car thief. and just be like, "Hey, yo, if you want to steal a car, you gotta fight my war. Stop stealing cars, or you'll be inscripted into an alien war." Gosh, this movie's gonna be good in the theater. This is gonna be fun to watch in the theater.
Where love is the Brooklyn way. And if you don't know, now you know.
Finally seeing
I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the clip,
In
same number, same
movie
hood. It's all good.
Of all the threats from both your past and future,
Yeah. It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this.
Is this the first time Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime has interacted with the Beast Wars? With the Beast Wars characters? I think it is. Unless there's something in the original show that I'm missing, that I'm forgetting. I don't remember much of the Beast Wars cartoon. I need to rewatch it. But I think this... Huh.
Let them come.
I'm sure there'll be some people complaining that Prime
And if you don't know,
just kind of keeps the same color scheme, like I said earlier.
Let's get her out. Oh, okay, Serial.
I really hope they keep Greg Griffin from, or Delilah, whatever her last name is. I really hope they keep her from Bumblebee, like the intro to Bumblebee. I hope they keep her as RC, because she's a really good voice for RC, honestly. And yeah, that's... I'm so excited. I was genuinely worried that this movie would be bad. Which I know I should not doubt Stephen Cable Jr. after Creed 2. I know I shouldn't. Michael B. Jordan wouldn't just give Creed 2 to anybody. I know this. But it's a Transformers movie. It's a 50-50. Actually, it's like a 80-20 shot that it might not be good. But Michael Bay is just a producer, which means he showed up to set like maybe once a week, if that, and said, "Hey, you guys still making this movie?" And they said, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, sick. Throw some fire over there." And they're like, "Okay." And that was it. I'm assuming Michael Bay actually watches these movies because they were his baby for a while, for better or worse. And I talk about the Bay movies like I hate them. Like, I don't hate them. I just, at worst, they're boring and confusing. Like, The Last Night, my main issue with The Last Night was there were so many plot threads that went absolutely nowhere. They didn't go anywhere. And also, it was the only time Nemesis Prime was interesting, and he was on screen for 5 minutes in a nearly 3-hour movie. So I have my own issues with like The Last Night. Age of Extinction I just thought was boring, but it did introduce us to John Goodman as Hound. I was very excited about that. I love that. If they bring Hound into this new continuity, just bring John Goodman back. I love him as Hound. I want to keep that. I'm not on board with like casting celebrities and like A-list celebrities instead of actual trained voice actors. But John Goodman's both. So John Goodman is one of those guys where you could just do either one. Same with Ron Perlman or Jack Black, like, or Bill Hader. I wouldn't say Bill Hader's A-list. He should be, but I don't think he is. But like people like that who have a sizable career in voice acting and on-screen acting. So I don't know where I was going with that. I'm excited for this movie. Let's find a good shot to close out this video on. It might have to be a shot of my favorite design shown off in the movie by far.
This can't be real. This can't be real.
There we go. We're gonna we're gonna close it off on this shot. I think I've talked long enough, especially about how much I love this design for RC. I'm very excited. I may do another one of these when the next trailer comes out. I may just talk about this movie every time something comes out, like officially at this point. I don't know. This was fun. I'm gonna have to buy more of these though, because this is the only reason I have any of this energy at all. This has been going on for 48 minutes. I'm done. I'm very excited for this movie. I don't know how to do a YouTuber outro because I don't normally make videos like this. So... bye. Alright, I'm done recording. Okay, so fun fact, it's not over yet. This was just announced. Well, not just announced like an hour ago. And I completely missed it. I didn't see any of this. But it says more people have joined Rise of the Beasts, including Peter Dinklage's Scourge, whatever. I'm down for that. And also, I literally, like, pretty much ended the video saying that Greg Griffin should come back as RC. I don't know why they picked Liza Koshy. I'm sure she'll do fine. But I don't know. I don't know enough about Liza Koshy to know if she'll do good. Like I want Greg Griffin back. I think she killed it with her like 2 lines or 1 line in Bumblebee. John DiMaggio Stratosphere. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who Stratosphere is. So he's a cargo plane. And he's from the Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. The Revenge of the Fallen comics, I'm guessing. I didn't read any of the movie comics, so I know nothing about them. But then he was in the Dark of the Moon game, voiced by Travis Willingham. I don't know who that is, but I know who John DiMaggio is, and I'm all for it. And then we also got David Sobolov returning to Transformers because he was the voice of Blitzwing in Bumblebee as Rhinox in Battletrap. Absolutely, David Sobolov. I said David again. David Sobolov as Rhinox. Absolutely. I love that. I don't know what that was. I love that casting so much. Michaela J, I'm assuming is how you pronounce that, Rodriguez as Nightbird. I don't know who that is. Guess we're going to go Google again. But okay, she's in some Pose, Tick Tick Boom, Black Lady Sketch Show, Luke Cage. Okay. Alright. She's in some good stuff, so I'm for it. I'm down. That does make me think that they're probably going to change Nightbird from being based on a ninja, because I would assume if it were me involved, like in charge of casting, I would get a Japanese person to voice Nightbird if they were keeping the ninja motif. I'm assuming they're not, but even if they are, I'm cool with this. I don't really know who she is. I can't really make a full decision. Cristo Fernandez as Wheeljack, and I also said Ironhide in the first. I don't know why I closed that up, but in the thing, I forgot that's Wheeljack. The VW bus is Wheeljack. Cristo Fernandez. Football player? Oh, he was in Ted Lasso. I still haven't seen Ted Lasso. I need to. Oh, dude, he was the bartender in No Way Home. I actually remember that. It was he played the bartender that gave spoilers, that gave Eddie Brock like drinks. Ted Lasso, and a bunch of, I'm assuming, based on the names, a bunch of Spanish language movies that I have not seen. So, okay. Cool. Look, if you're in Ted Lasso, I just assume you're good at what you do. I'm just assuming that. And then Toby, once I stop stuttering, Toby Wigwe, as I probably butchered that, as Reek. We're gonna see if Reek is an existing Transformer, because I don't know. No. We do not know who Reek is. Cool. There's a Wattpad fanfic with the word Reek in it. That's also not... You meant W-R-E-A-K. If you're watching, that's what you meant. I'm pretty sure. ADD's taken over again. Yes, you meant W-R-E-A-K. In case you're watching this. Anyway, so yeah, I am kind of confused at some of the casting. Mainly with Liza Koshy. Everyone else, sure, I'm fine with. Liza Koshy just confuses me. Like, I don't know why they would cast Liza Koshy as RC whenever they've already got a perfectly good one. And I don't really know... It would have to be based on performance, right? Because I don't know if Liza Koshy's star power would be enough to sell to people. Like, I don't know how many people at the moment are really talking about Liza Koshy. So... I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna have a good time. Well, she was just in something starring Nicole Kidman, Kathy Bates, and Zac Efron. Maybe she's a better actor than I thought. Or than I knew, I guess. If she's able to get a role on something with Nicole Kidman, Kathy Bates, and Zac Efron, maybe she's a better actor than I knew. And also John DiMaggio. And then I said David this time, but I messed up on Sobolov. David Sobolov is David Sobolov. So I said David again. I'm just going to keep going. So I did not know that he had acted before. I knew he was a rapper. I knew that. I've listened to a couple of his songs and they were pretty good, but I didn't know that he had acted before. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what is added. Yeah, I'm excited. I really hope more news does not come out after I stop recording this one, because... Or I don't see more news that people already know after I stop recording this one. So, I'm going to stop now. Goodbye.